Hey, what is going on, y'all? What is going on? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, it's Sunday, it's Sunday. I'm gonna wait for you guys to get up in here. We gotta talk about Put a Ring on It, the finale. I feel like it was kind of like okay. So Alfonso and Shay, I was here for that. I was here for Alfonso and Shay. I feel like they really learned the most. I'm glad that Shorty and Kenny didn't even play with our faces and try to make this something it wasn't because we already know what that's about. Okay. Um, Dr. Nicole, I think Dr. Nicole did a good job this season. I really feel like she could have held their feet to the fire just a little bit more. But she did what she was, I guess, what she was supposed to do. She did what she was supposed to do. Okay. Hey, Spiritually T. Hey, Max. Hey, Bianca. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Okay. So let's just get into it. We are finally at the end. Okay. We are finally deciding whether or not we're going to put a ring on it. Okay. So first we go to group session. Okay. Dr. Nicole is, talking to all of them. Everybody's like, oh, Shorty came by herself. What's up with that? What's going on? Hey, Marvina. So everyone's like, oh, wow. And then Kenny rolls up. Okay. They start talking about how, like, they not together no more. He was very disrespectful to her. It was disgusting. It was so much things that, I mean, I was here for the disgusting part and the degrading and the belittling of it all. Okay. Then he said that she was weak. Okay. You're weak. I said, okay. So they not together. Kenny gets up and walks away. Shorty gets up and walk away. It was a whole thing, but it's what needed to be done. Okay, like I've been trying to tell y'all, this has been Shorty's plan from the very, very beginning. So she said that she was going live afterwards, and I knew it. So I, tuned in. I wanted to see what she had to say. So I got some screenshots of it and we're going to watch it. We're going to watch some of the scenes that happened in the episode and we're going to discuss some of the things that happened because I can tell you now, not Shorty, Charlie, a baby won't fix a relationship. Okay. You have to be very, 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 very strong as a couple to survive a baby. Okay. Which is why when most people end up having babies, they end up breaking up. Y'all be like, how do you have a baby and break up? Because babies don't make anything easier. They make them more complicated. Okay. They make it harder when you are not physically able to sleep. You're not physically able to be intimate. Then you have a little one that needs all your undivided attention. You have to be a united front in order to battle what comes with having a baby. Okay. The pregnancy alone can be a lot. Okay, a lot of men, like my husband was like, "Ooh, I didn't like you when you was pregnant." He did not like me when I was pregnant. What is this on my shoulder? Oh girl, I got edge control on my shoulder. But let's get into it. So I'm going to show y'all what Shorty had to say on her live last night because she confirmed a lot of the things that I was thinking. And so let's just get into that.
So I've seen that.
Hold on, let me
You were out of
I think I'm gonna start like right
a
here.
long time, and like I said, I did try to break up with. So
Okay.
I want to know what those ratings. Never had a pulse show it. I'm thinking so too. They added an extra episode, you guys. The last 2 seasons were 10 episodes and a reunion. This year they had 11 episodes and a reunion. So I want to know what
That's
those
me
ratings
trying to
looking
figure out
like
what's
too.
going on. Please don't go back.
But 3 years is a long time it takes to convince someone. Yes, it is a long time. And like I said, I did try to break up with him. I did try to, do a lot of things. I tried to get resources. I tried to get other people to help me. So I did try to break up with him. So it wasn't like I was just blindly there thinking that things were going to get better. I really didn't think things were going to get better. I just felt like if we were going to be in the same space, we might as well at least be trying.
So she basically saying that she was going to just settle for him. Okay. If we're going to be in the same space, then we need to try. She already knew that she didn't want to be there. She was trying to find resources to get away, but I guess it didn't work. Okay. Kenny got a hold on her. Okay. So let's go back into the live.
What up, Shorty Mac? What up, Mika 220? he was brave to get rid of that joker. For real though, like it was not easy. Facts, I'm going through the same thing. Yeah, shout out to other women who are going through the same things. Don't beat yourself up. Don't allow people to make you feel like you're stupid. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fall in love. It's okay. So it is okay.
But it's not okay to be held hostage.
Yeah, it's just not okay to be held hostage. Exactly.
When you're trying to break up.
Exactly. But if you want to work, try to work things out with somebody, do that. Am I engaged? I can't positively say anything until next week, so come back with that. I feel how you went through it. I feel like you went through it on the show to end it. I went on the show because of a lot of different reasons. Like, I did feel like we needed to end it. I felt like this would help us. I felt like if there was any ounce of chance, the show maybe could help us with the counseling. Also, like, you go on the show, you're dating other people, it puts you in the mindset of understanding that it might be somebody else better out there for you, Where's Tavy? Y'all were really vibing. Tavy lives in Atlanta. He said he was doing good. What does Ken do for a living? Ken does a lot of different things. He does like contracting work. He works like production assistant jobs. What did he say? He said he has a food blog. He does different things. He has tried to come by your place lately.
Never.
He did try.
Still trying to stalk
But
her.
I put precautions in so he can't.
That restraining order.
So what about the guy you went on the dates with? To be honest, the people that we went on dates with, like, we just met them there. We talk on camera. We don't know what they really got going on in real life.
Unless you older, you goes off camera.
They might got a girlfriend in real life. We don't know.
Meet up.
Sure. So you didn't put him down at all. These folks are weak and must not have a real man in front of them. I mean,
the girl said,
I agree.
He keeps posting you. That's a big thing.
Yeah, he's
very weird.
He's still posting me. Can we all agree? Like, look,
that's creepy.
Even if you like me or if you don't like me, right? Can we agree that from this point forward, if we are not together, he should not be posting?
And you were all of these crazy
not
things.
Pictures, not videos. I was weak. I was everything.
All of this stuff.
So, I mean, he cussed me out and broke up with me for real, on camera. So we're not together. He don't need to post me. That's part of the thing that he does. That's like weird. It's like he want to post me when my hair is not done, my makeup is not done. I'm relaxing. I'm in a robe. You know what I mean, ladies? Like, we be in our relaxed mode at home. Like, who takes pictures of you to hold for later on to post? Like, it's giving very weird and obsessed. When did I find out that Ken was not the man that I thought he was? I would say within the first year. Me and Ken's relationship was long distance, y'all.
So if you found out that he wasn't the man for you in the first year, why are we on year number 3? And I feel like it doesn't matter what kind of excuse you give. If you still found out in the first year, it doesn't matter if it was long distance or not. You still stayed around for 2 more years. Like, girl, help me help you. I understand if you had a long distance and you didn't really put all the pieces together until like year number 2, year number 3. But you said you realized it in the first year. So go ahead. It don't make sense to me.
It wasn't like we were in the same city. I was seeing him every day. It was a long distance thing. So it took for us to get in the same state for me to start, like verifying things. So Ken ain't motivated. He's motivated. He be out here getting it. I just don't know what he be doing with the money. For real.
Money.
I hope you and Ken find happiness. I hope we do too. I don't want Ken to be unhappy. I want him to be happy. I hope he finds a new love that can make him forget all about me.
She just want that man to forget all about her. Stop stalking her. Stop harassing her. Stop blackmailing her. Stop scamming her. Stop doing all that stuff. Forget all about her. Go ahead and be happy. You broke up with her. It's over. It's done. Go find your happiness. Because when he realized that it was over, it was done, he didn't look too happy, if you ask me. But okay.
Real talk, you guys. Safety first. You should have been out. He was scary. Nurse Angie 776. I did try to get out, boo. I really y'all.
But I just get so confused when I listen to Shorty, because it's like, you did try to get out. You did. Girl, it was 3 years. You put the pieces together in 1 and stayed around for 2 more.
Like, I called his family. I called my family. I called the authorities. Like, for real. I really did, you guys.
He ain't making
I tried to
money.
get Ken out of my house, y'all. They told me I had to file an eviction on him. It was crazy. I would not want my daughter to date him. Exactly. You really don't. At least not until he, works on himself. Ken Slick don't like me for real. I thought you wanted out. These women like to coddle him. I mean,
Yeah,
different approaches for different women.
Attorneys too. I'm like, wow.
Different approaches for different, I'm 40 years old, you guys. I'm not at the point where I'm going to coddle a man. I definitely want to speak life.
Remember, Kenny came in the comments and said that she was 50, so she's not 50, which was where I was right. She definitely was trying. He was definitely trying to shade her. So that's that. She's 40. Okay.
My man, I want him to know he could do anything. I want him to know that I support him in that.
But
like, you got to have the foundation and the plan, and then I'll help you build on that. I can't come up with the foundation and the plan for you.
Y'all see me being messy in the comments?
Some of those women in the comments probably take care of men, so they're used to them kind of comments.
Right. Kojo said Ken has a job. Was it just his credit that was a problem? Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the problem. With Ken, it wasn't necessarily even how much money he makes. I don't know how much money Ken makes. He might make a lot of money. I don't know, because there's nothing to show for it. And he has an entitlement. He don't want to pay bills. So even if he has money, he still wants to spend your money. Even if he pays for some of the bills, I'm going to have to chase him all month to get the bill money. Who wants to do that? That's not fun. Yeah, the credit was the problem, I'm into buying properties and stuff. I want to own stuff together. I'm obsessed with credit. I wanted to help him, but he just, So it's Ken's entitlement. Like, he don't mind if his lady pays for more than he does, He don't mind. He's comfortable in that. And I'm not. So I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying we have to be on the same page. So.
So that's that. Okay. She definitely said that she wanted to get out. She tried to get out plenty of times before. She definitely didn't want to be in this relationship anymore. He did pay some bills, but she had to chase him around and make him pay and all types of stuff. She don't want to do that. So she's not saying that he didn't pay any of the bills. She's just saying that she had to hassle him to get the bill money. I'm really just glad that they are done. I'm really just glad that she is over it. He is over it. They both can go about their business. She's supposed to have a restraining order against him now. And I think that came after the reunion, because they definitely was on that reunion stage together. And if they had that in place during the reunion, they wouldn't be able to be on the stage together. So she did what she needed to do. It's over. It's done. I am so glad that if that was her plan to come on this show, it worked. Okay, that is the end of Kenny and Shorty as we know it, and hopefully it stays the end of Kenny and Shorty. Okay, she did mention something about Dr. Nicole. Let me see where it's at.
Sorry, you never put him down. My husband is the same way. I honestly really felt like Dr. Nicole did not validate. Okay, a lot of people do. I hate to hear the truth sometimes.
Like the women that's on this line.
Dr. Nicole was out of line. I honestly really felt like Dr. Nicole did not validate me not one single time the whole show. I really felt like she addressed nothing of his. But again, like I said, I feel like Dr. Nicole she understood that me and him needed to go our separate ways. And I don't think that she really took seriously how much I tried to get out of that relationship. I think Dr. Nicole felt like I wanted to be there. So if I'm getting punished, it is what it is.
But that just makes me say, she feels like you wanted to be there because you came there, Shorty. I get it, right? She feels like Dr. Nicole didn't validate her or anything like that. But my thing is, you came here. Why wouldn't she assume that you wanted to be here? No one was like, oh, y'all come be on this show. We really want y'all to. So no, she didn't take it as serious as you may have felt it was. Yeah, you wanted your one-on-one. Yeah, you didn't get the chance to have your conversation with her. You didn't, You did what you came to do. So at the end of the day, if you wanted her to take you serious as opposed to take you serious about not wanting to be in a relationship, then maybe you should have stopped saying, I'm trying, I really want to work on us, I'm really trying to figure this out, if you didn't want to be there. If you never had the intention of going to fix this relationship, don't say you did. Okay. In the beginning, when she stated that she only, she went up here to see if we have to be in the same space, then maybe we could try a little ounce, we could figure it out, this, that, and the other. This is why she assumed that you wanted to be there, because you kept saying that you was going to, try to figure this relationship out. That's the only thing about me that bothers me when it comes to Shorty, is because, like, Shorty, I totally get it. I got it. It's good. But I really need you to take part in what you are doing. You came on this TV show called Put a Ring on It, where the end goal is to put a ring on it, okay? And knowing that you never wanted to do that. So you were playing the audience. And then when the audience did not respond the way you wanted us to, you can't be mad at that. Okay, you should have never had the intention of saying that you wanted this relationship to work when you really deep down inside never wanted this relationship to work. Your plan was to come up here, let him act a fool, break up with you, leave you, do everything that he did, let the world see that he's an a-hole, he's abusive, he's a stalker, he's a blackmailer, he's this, that, and the other, so that you can get away. And that worked. But what you should not have done was kept going back and forth with the I want this relationship to work, I want to see what it's about. Because even then, if he did change all these things, were you really going to stay? No, because the damage was already done. That's it. That's the issue that I be struggling with when it comes to Shorty, because I totally understand the situation that she was in. And by any means, do what you have to do. But don't go on the TV and play the audience and then get mad when the audience don't agree with some of the things that you are doing and how you are going about it. Okay, you said you didn't want to put him down, but you definitely put him down the whole season. We all saw it. Whether he deserved it or not, you did it. Okay, whether he deserved it or not, you definitely did it. To the point where that man was up there talking, I am somebody. I am somebody. Okay, I am special. Child, he had to convince himself that he was somebody, he was special. Okay, I'm just happy that the relationship is over. Now let's get over to Charlie and Otis. Y'all, I don't understand why Charlie thinks, okay, so we do know that she is pregnant. We do know that she is pregnant by Otis. We do know that she found out she was pregnant during filming. So I have some issues with her, okay? I have a little bit of issues with Charlie. Charlie went on the internet and she said that we saw her get emotional. We saw her, flipping the script or going off or whatever. And she blamed it on being pregnant. She blamed it on her hormones. Absolutely no. Immediately no, Charlie. All the tears you cried, every emotion you felt was not your hormones. It was because the man was treating you like ish. He was not listening to you. He was not validating your feelings. So you were emotionally responding to him. So don't blame it on the hormones or the pregnancy. We all saw it. Okay. And I'm sure once he found out that you was pregnant, it was like right then and there, I know I got her. It's good. She ain't going nowhere. And you proved him absolutely right that you're not going nowhere. Okay. The daggone proposal was lackluster. Okay. He basically sat there and told you that you was dope because you wanted that because you liked to hear that you was dope. Okay. So when he told you that, he pulls out a ring and give it to you. Okay, will you marry me? Will you marry me? He already knew you was going to say yes. You didn't even look like you wanted to say yes. It was not a happy moment for you. Yeah, because right afterwards, we have our problems just like every other couple. No. There's one thing to have problems and there's another thing to be being manipulated, okay? And to be with someone who's not listening to you and understanding you and not even trying to understand where you come from. Child, look at this. Y'all, look at this.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Otis doesn't think that.
Hold on.
This is really weird, but in some weird way, I do feel like Chris appreciated me. In a way, I just appreciate that he could see how dope of a female that I am.
So this is why Otis said to Charlie on that daggone bench, I think you're dope. Because she said that she saw that, what's his name, Travis, was, acknowledging how dope she is, and she wanted Otis to realize that too. But my thing is, like, he he literally using your words against you. I do realize that you're a dope woman. I do realize, like what? Out of all the words that you can choose to describe me, your future wife, you use the word dope. I use the word dope because this man don't know me. This man don't really know me. He just think I'm cool as a cucumber, okay? But for me to have been with you for all these years, I want to hear something about how I am caring, I am nurturing, I am a blessing to your life. I have made you better. I am all of this. His conversation, his proposal speech wasn't even romantic. It had no emotion behind it, no feeling behind it. And you said yes. He didn't even tell you that you were the most beautiful woman in the world. And that's like the most typical line that you use in a proposal. So for me, I feel like, come on now, come on. He couldn't even come up with his own words to describe how he thinks you are. He just took your word dope from a man that you've been with for so long and thought that that's what you wanted to hear because you used that word previously with someone you only been on a date with 3 times. It's okay for you to tell me that I'm dope when you just meeting me. But after years of being in a relationship with you and now pregnant with your child, I want to hear more than, you're dope. Y'all know what I mean? It's lackluster. The whole thing is just lackluster. It's like the bare minimum, and we're just accepting it at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Otis doesn't think that about me. I just be wanting to hear it more from him.
I think she's hearing these dope compliments from everybody that she isn't cussing out.
She's hearing these dope compliments from everyone that she hasn't cussed out. So because she cussed me out, of course I would never say that she's a dope person because she cursed me out before.
It's a little goofy.
Exactly.
In 3 days, someone made you feel appreciated and all this stuff.
You know what's interesting, Mr. Otis? She will give you information, and invariably, when it comes into the computer, it comes through a filter that comes back out in some way, diminishing what she's asking for, especially if you think she's telling you that you're not doing something right.
I wasn't diminishing what she was saying about what she would like more of.
Charlie, what are you feeling?
I just want him to, just to understand.
I know.
I'm just tired of arguing. I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know I was mute. But what I was saying was, I think that the fact that he didn't even comfort her, put his arm around her, try to console her, knowing that she's also pregnant with his child, didn't do anything and just was like looking at her like, why are you crying? Girl, you crying again? And the fact that she wants to bring up the emotional aspect of this as being due to her hormones and her being pregnant is BS. It's because he treats you like ish and he doesn't validate your feelings. And you can't understand why he don't understand what's happening. He doesn't care enough about how you feel. It's only about how he feels. You say, I want you to tell me that you're dope. He tells you, because he said you're dope, you didn't curse him out. So I'm supposed to say it. Like, grow up. Grow up. He's emotionally unavailable. And I can't be with no man who is this emotional unavailable. Like, he won't even console her. He didn't reach for her hand. He didn't put an arm around her. Instead, he looked at her in confusion because he couldn't understand what in the HELL was happening.
She gave you the ball. She gave it to you right next to you and said, I wish I could hear this from you more. And what you talked about was why it was hard for you,
Hit him, Dr.
You
Nicole.
talked about the other people are giving it to her because they don't get cussed out
Hit it, Dr.
versus
Nicole.
saying, I can do that for you.
Simple.
I love you. I can do that for you all the time. And engagement is a big thing.
Kill him.
It's big. Charlie, if this is what it looks like now, what makes you think forever is different?
Dr. Nicole, come through, sis. Come through. If this is what it looks like now, what do you think forever is going to look like? Dr. Nicole is saying, get up out of there. Get up out of there, girl. Get up out of there. Because he can't even just take what you said and say, you know what? I can do that for you. Even Alfonso on the other side, like, exactly. Like, just say yes. Like, most men are conditioned to just say whatever you want them to hear. He won't even give into that. You're going to be fighting this battle your whole life. I need more affection from you. Well, you need more affection from me just because you're insecure. I need more attention from you. Yeah, you need more attention from me because you're insecure. I need you to actually listen to me when I'm talking to you. You need me to listen to you what? For what? For what? For what? What I got to listen to you for? Like, it's always going to be something. It's always going to be something. She's asked, it just makes me upset because she's having a baby and she's settling. She's settling because she feels like she has to fight for her family. And baby, I get it. I understand. As a woman having a baby with a man, you want to make sure that you try your best to make sure that that child has both of their parents in their life. I get it. Okay, I get it. But at what point do you think about yourself? Are you going to be happy and healthy enough to actually carry a baby full term? Are you going to be happy and healthy enough to be there for that child when that child needs you? Don't raise a baby in dysfunction, and then the baby is going to grow up into a human being who don't know how to be emotionally available. Who has learned trauma from their parents, who have seen the back and forth, the people not listening to each other, the constant bickering, arguing. People are traumatized to this day because parents have stuck it out for the children, and they are not doing anything but making it worse for the children. At one point, when me and my husband when we was having a baby, because everything happened so fast for us. At one point, when we was having a baby, and after we had her, we was like clashing. And I said to him, either we gonna figure this out now while she young and be done, or we gonna work on this. Because what I'm not gonna do is bring her up in dysfunction. I'm not going to bring her up in a household thinking that it is okay to stay with someone just for the children. It's never okay. It's never okay. It's never okay. Why do you think all of us have all these daggone issues now? Because the parents was just staying together just to stay together for the sake of the child, and it was doing nothing for us, but damaging us emotionally. Some of us don't know how to love properly because we don't know what that looks like, because we were in households where families wasn't even talking to each other, didn't know, never seen our mothers and father kids. Everything is just grounded in dysfunction. And then when you go to divorce, it gets nasty. And now you got the kids in the middle because you didn't want to, end it before we got to this point. Exactly. How will her mental state impact the pregnancy? It's very important. She's clearly unhappy. He won't listen to her needs. He's not listening to her wants. Is he going to be able to support her in carrying a child when he can't even tell her that, I like you as a person? That's what she was really trying to get at. Like, he told me I'm dope. You won't even tell you like her as a person. I like you. I genuinely like you. It's really, really bad. It's really sad. I hope for the sake of the child that he comes around. He comes around. Right? I see, Carissa? Coming from parents who stayed together for the sake of the kids, it was trauma. I told my mother to leave my father. Right. Because I don't understand why parents feel like kids don't know what's happening. We know that you cheated on our mother. We know that you're abusive. We know that you are a narcissist. We know all of this. We know that our mothers probably ain't ish. We see all of that. We see the lack of communication. We see the lack of affection and love. We see that. And then by time, but you knew that. But that's the thing. These parents knew that from the beginning, okay? And they try to stay together. And then when the kids turn 16 and 17, they're like, you know what? We can't do this no more. We done raised the kids. It's time to go. And the kids is just all messed up. And they stuck in the middle because now you guys hate each other. Because you dealt with each other's BS for so long. You have so much resentment. You hate each other. And your child is stuck in the middle. We need to break the cycle of dysfunction. If it ain't working, it ain't working. I'm sorry, we tried. Let's be the best parents to our child that we can be. And let's be the best individuals that we can be to raise a successful human being. In the story, that is it. That is all. That's all that we can ask for as children to our parents, is to be the best people of yourselves, to raise us to be the best people that we could be in society. That's it. So it really bothers me that I really deep down, and I could be wrong because I don't know Charlie like that. Based on what we're seeing, based on what is being shown to us, is giving she's not really happy. I really honestly feel like before when she was going on those dates, that she was really liking him. She found out she was pregnant. She had to cut it off. She didn't think she was going to stay. I think it happened around that time that they was at that dinner and they was sitting there talking. Okay. And he had walked out when they was supposed to be like not talking no more. And they was going to be over, whatever. He was fake crying. I think that night she went home and found out that she was pregnant or whatever around that time. Or either around the dates when she was dating Travis and she realized like, dag, I can't date him no more. Dag, I got to stay with Otis because now I'm having his baby. So then Otis goes to talk with Dr. Nicole. Child, and this is ghetto.
I'm good. How
Good
are
to see you again. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm doing good.
How has the process been so far? You're at the end of the journey.
We made it.
Okay.
It's been good overall. Even the bad is good. There's some optimism there because it showed us some things we needed to learn. There are some missing parts.
Yeah.
But I guess at the end of the day, this process has brought us closer together.
You feel like you guys are in a good space?
I do. Yeah.
That's not what she says. I listened to her and I
Exactly. How do you think that you guys are in a good space, Otis? This shows that he is not listening to understand the woman that he is choosing to marry. There's no way you could have been listening to her and think that you guys are in a good space. She literally was just sitting there breaking down, crying. Even when y'all sat there in that kitchen and had that conversation, you could tell that the girl was hurt in her feelings. It was in her eyes, her emotion, her body language, everything said, I'm not happy. And you sit up here talking about everything's good. Dr. Nicole said, no, it's not. She's not saying that. She doesn't feel like that.
Watch you. There is not a true awareness of some of the toxicity in your exchange.
Thank you. There's not a true awareness of the toxic. You're not even aware of how toxic you both are. Because let's not forget, she's just as petty as him, okay? It's not just her. It's not just him, okay? She's just as petty as him. But they're not even aware of how toxic the back and forth of it all is. The petty, okay? You do it, I do it. You do it, I do it. I do it, you do it. It's just the back and forth of it all. No one's big enough to say, you know what? I was wrong. I am sorry. I apologize. Let's move forward. Instead, I did this because you did this and you did this because I did this and now I'm going to keep. It's a cycle of doing stuff to each other because someone did something to you. When does the cycle end in relationships if we are both going to consistently hurt each other because we were hurt? There has to be a time where you say, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. I'm throwing in a towel. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fuss no more. Let's start over. If we're going to be together, let's put it in the past and let's start over.
And we've been talking about it at different points. The pieces that are missing are consistently missing.
Consistently missing. It's not just every now and then. This is the ongoing problem consistently. This wasn't a one-off in our perfect relationship. This wasn't a one problem in our perfect relationship. This is consistently being a problem. It's just like dating someone who's cheating on you. Okay, the first time I let it go because, like, I want to believe that you're a changed person, okay? Then the second time, no, like, I feel like maybe it could have been my part. I could have been doing something better, okay? And then the third time, it's just like, now you just out here cheating for fun. Then the fourth time, you just don't care. The fifth time, oh, you really don't think I'm gonna leave, huh? The sixth time, oh, so now I'm just boo-boo the fool and I'm supposed to sit around and wait for you. It's a consistency of the same issue continuing to happen. There's a lack of something that you both are not giving to each other. He has no emotions. You see that slight smirk on his face? That's the slight smirk of, it doesn't matter what you say, Dr. Nicole, because she's having my baby and she's going to stay here regardless. So you sitting here trying to tell me that this is consistently not good, we toxic or whatever, doesn't mean nothing, doesn't mean anything to me. Because I got what I came to get, baby, and that's my girl, and that's it, and that's all. Who cares how she feels as long as she's with me? That's all that matters.
Once the engagement is done, once the wedding is done, it's the marriage.
It's the marriage.
And there are some things between the two of you that, as subtle as they may seem in certain dynamics, they're big.
We don't feel that way at all.
We don't feel that way at all. He didn't listen to not one word she said. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that Otis did not listen to not one word she said, okay? Then he just gonna answer for both of them. We don't feel that way at all. Not I don't feel that way. We don't, as a whole. Like, she right there. We don't feel that way at all. Everything that you just said, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. You don't really know our relationship, okay?
You know?
Dr. Nicole was stuck. Dr. Nicole was stuck. Dr. Nicole said, I can't get through. I can't get through. The breakthrough is not happening. She had that look of confusion, like, baby, the comprehension is not comprehending. It's oh, child, that daggone that Dr. Nicole, like, it's a lost cause. It is, it really is. Okay.
So I want to share that
He not listening.
because I think if you don't get that from this process, then it also was not worth it.
Thankfully, it's not up to Dr. Nicole, and it's between me and Charlie on what it is we want for our lives.
Period.
It's not just an opinion. There is legitimacy in the concern based on what certain things you all do consistently in your patterns speak to your possibility of having long-term viability in the future.
It's not opinion. This is a genuine concern. This is a pattern that I have seen you guys go back and forth with over and over and over again. You consistently do tit for tat. You consistently not listen to her. You consistently not care about how she's feeling. It is consistent, okay? And you are going to tell me that this is not how you feel. She have expressed so many times of how unhappy she is. She just said in the group session that she was done. And you didn't hear that part. All you heard was that someone said that she was dope. And that's because she didn't curse them out. Like, come on, Otis, I need better from you. You're going to be a father. We need to be able to understand and comprehend and look at the room, read the room. As a parent, you have to be able to understand when your kids are not in their best, are not being their best selves, and why. I can look at my daughter and say, baby, what's wrong? Even if she doesn't say anything. If she's hovering around me for too long, I'm like, what's going on? What happened? I lied to you guys not. One time, my daughter came in the room and she was just standing around. And I was like, what's wrong, Muchi? What's wrong? She said, all my friends are doing something and I don't have anybody to talk to. These kids have feelings and emotions. They have all the things that we have. They're just small and compact people. And we think that because they're children, that they don't understand what's happening. Yes, they do understand what's happening. You're going to be a father. If you cannot communicate effectively with your wife, how are you going to do that with your children who doesn't have the tools to actually speak on how they feel? What are you going to do with a baby who's crying? And you got to figure out what they need from you. It frustrates me because he's going to be a father. He's going to be a father who's not emotionally available to his wife or his fiance. How are we going to be emotionally available for our children? Like, there's so much work that we have to do on ourselves before we procreate, child, okay? Or at least try to be the best parents that we could be. But it has to start somewhere. And it is not going to change overnight, but you have to do better. You just have to do better. It's frustrating. Okay. And the fact that she's already owning up to the emotional part being from her hormones and being pregnant just makes it all so much worse. Okay. Now you on the internet claiming that you're so happy and people don't really understand what's going on and this, that, and the other. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. I'm going to allude to the fact that we're happy in love. Girl, we've seen how he talked to you. That man sat there and was able to eat food in front of you that he cooked for himself while you ate leftovers. And this is the man you want to have your children with. The man who will literally let you sit in front of him while he's eating the food that he cooked and won't give you a plate. Me and my husband have had plenty of arguments. If he leaves out and goes to the store, he has sent me a text message. You want something from the store? Or he'll call me with a nasty attitude. I'm at the store. You want something? Okay. Why? Because that's just love. You not even displaying love. Love is an action word. Love is an action word. Love is an action word. And so for you to sit up there and be able to eat this food in front of her and tell her she can't have none, you're going to eat this, you're going to do that, blah, 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 blah. It just really concerns me that you can do this to the woman that you love who's going to carry your child. And this is okay. It's not okay. You guys have learned nothing from this process. You came in this process toxic. You're leaving this process toxic. You came in this process not listening to each other. You're leaving this process not listening to each other. You came in this process the same way you're leaving out this process. That's the problem. Right. They're going to tell her, go bathe. And then you give her a lackluster proposal and tell her she's dope. You're dope. Will you marry me? Will you be my wife? Okay, great. We still haven't got apologies for all the things that he did to her. The way he spoke to her. It's the lack of accountability. The lack of accountability is disgusting. T-Vibes, you absolutely right. I would have cursed him out on camera. But at the end of the day, it's not even about the curse out. It's the fact that it happened. It's the fact that it happened. Marriage is a choice. Marriage is a choice. You choose who you are going to be married with, who you are going to be married to. And you wake up every single day and you choose to continue to be in a marriage with someone. You continue to be faithful. You continue to be loyal. You continue to be understanding. These are all choices that you have to make every single day that you are with someone. It's a choice. So if you can't wake up every day and make the choice to be with this person, to put your love into action, then there is no purpose. There is no purpose. I can love you and not be with you. I can love you and not be with you. I tell y'all all the time, we have people in our life that we love to death, literally. Our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our cousins, our friends, everybody. But it's not romantic. The romantic love is a choice. Romantic love is a choice. You can choose to let someone go. You could choose to not be there for them every step of the way. You can make that choice, and she just needs to make that choice, because now she's accepting the fact that this is just what it is. And I'm going to choose to accept it when you don't have to. Yeah, I'm with you. They both are immature and they don't need to marry because the marriage is doomed. It's going to be toxic. But hey, what do we know? We don't know the full dynamic of their relationship. We only saw what they got to show us, okay? We only saw probably the bad parts. We probably didn't get enough of the good parts. But the fact that you up here says a lot. So I hope that whatever issues that they go through, that they're able to actually fix. I pray for the sake of this child that they actually become better people to raise a child and make the best decisions for them individually, and then as a couple, or then as co-parents, or then as married people, or whatever that case may be. I hope that whatever they do, it does not cause more harm in the future when we can just let it go now. That's all. That's literally all. I just felt like there was no romance in the proposal. There was no love. You guys, I don't understand. My husband proposed to me outside of a Red Lobster in the rain, and still said a little speech, nervous and all, shaking in the rain. So I don't understand why he's in this beautiful sunlight, and the most that he could tell her is that is you dope. You want to marry me? Great. Okay. You don't think they're gonna get married? So let's just go into the DM part before we move on to Shay and Alfonso. The DM part, didn't I tell y'all? Remember what? Because y'all know I said this, right? I told y'all that he went, and when he was DMing that girl, he met up with that girl. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all that he was actually talking to that girl. He was gonna meet up with that girl. So you can't tell me that he's not for the streets. This is why he didn't want to go pick. This is why he did not pick her to go on another date with. He picked the girl he went on a date with first, not the one that he went on, not the second one. Okay. He picked her because he knew that there was no tie. See, you can't, I told you, it's just like Alfonso, right? Alfonso, he definitely did something with that girl, that first girl he went on a date with. This is why he never went on another date with her, right? He never went on another date with her, because they learned you don't revisit where you already messed up, because that's how you get caught up. Okay. So what he did was he took it to the DMs. Okay. And then they met up. And this is what makes me agitated. This is what makes me mad, because now baby girl is on stage, beautiful in a gown, dressed up, looking gorgeous with a baby bump. And she has to listen to another woman tell her that he met up with her outside of the show. He was sending her text messages about how he wants to give her a massage to R&B 90s music, but you can't even listen to your woman telling you her wants and needs. But you got time today. You got time to go meet up with somebody. You got some time to go figure out that you want to play 90s R&B and rub them down. But I'm asking you for quality time, but you don't have time. I don't understand that. How am I asking you for quality time, but you got the nerve to got time to go meet up with somebody else? You got time to be sending them DMs about how you want to go, rub her down or whatever. To the 90s R&B. Y'all know the 90s R&B is a mood, okay? It's a whole mood, baby. Okay, I know what I'm doing when I turn on my 90s R&B. Husband already know what's up. Oh, that's what you feeling? That's what I'm feeling. So you can't tell me that he didn't set the mood before the mood was set, but he ain't got time to give her quality time. Okay. And now she's going to be up there pregnant and emotional because he's low down and dirty. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, y'all. I told y'all that he was gonna meet up with that girl. I told y'all. 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 These men are so predictable. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They so predictable. Prove me wrong for once, somebody. Anywhere, anyhow. I don't know. I wish them the best. I wish them the complete best. So we just gonna have to see how this play out. It seemed like they still together based on the Instagram posts and things like that. But you know, I just wish them the best, and I wish the best for that child. I really, really do. I really hope that that child does not grow up in dysfunction. I hope that the child grows up in love, from both of his or her parents. And that's all that I can hope for at this point, is that the child wins at the end. Okay. So y'all, let's talk about Shay and Alfonso. I do have one clip from Dr. Nicole and Shay that I really wanted to share with you guys, because I feel like we really, really need to understand that just because we cannot be afraid to love someone. I think that because a lot of us are women who have been hurt in the past, previously from other relationships, or even with the relationship that we're in, that we cannot be so afraid to love because we have been hurt. So I wanted y'all to see this and just really feel the emotion that I think that we've all felt at one point, or even may still be so guarded that we won't let anyone in because of it. Okay. So I just wanted to play this clip for y'all.
I can't keep holding on to the past thinking that we're going to have a productive future. What it boils down to, I don't want to be hurt again.
Mm-hmm. Do you recognize, in order to really love, that is part of the bargain, that you make yourself open to be potentially hurt? The same way you make yourself open to be loved and regarded and understood.
Absolutely. And that's what I was most afraid of.
Why?
Because he did it before.
Do you recognize he will do some things that will cause you hurt?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely do. But this time, at least we can talk about them honestly.
Yes. Well, I tell you, you've truly gone through this shift for yourself. There's been a lot of progress for both of you. So I'm looking forward to seeing where things go.
I am proud of Shay, y'all. I keep muting myself. I'm proud of her. Whether her and Fonzo work out or not, I am so proud of the growth that she has displayed this season from the very beginning to the end. How she is now comfortable enough to know that if this relationship does not work out, that the next one she has to go in with her expectations. She has to go in knowing what it is that she wants and what she will not settle for. I love that for her. I love the fact that she has grown into being more secure in her spot, where she doesn't have to go off the hinges and be ready to fight and fuss and cuss all the time. I feel like she has grown so much over the last couple of weeks, and I am proud of that. Okay. If not for nothing, as a person, as a human being, as a solid individual, I think she has grown so much. And the fact that, you know, she's scared of being hurt by him because he hurt her before, I get that. I get that. But if you are going to stay in this relationship, you have to continue to keep the guard down, okay? Because he will never be able to get through, even if he is doing right by you. I know sometimes when we are hurt in the past, we feel like everybody's going to do us the same. But you have to understand, like Dr. Nicole said, that there is going to be times where he's going to hurt you. In relationships, we all hurt each other, sometimes intentionally and sometimes unintentionally. It does not mean that it's not going to work. It just means that we are humans and we have faults Okay, we're not perfect. We sometimes say and do things that we may regret. I've said some things that I definitely regret that I've ever said to my husband. He said some things that I'm sure he regrets, because even sometimes when we have those arguments and those back and forths, and we still bring up these little things that, remember that time you said and how it made me feel? Well, remember you said that? Like, these things stick in your brain forever. You can forgive, but you cannot forget. But we also have to be very aware that it does some of the things, as long as we are open, as long as we are honest with ourselves and we are communicating to make this better, then I am here for it. The one thing, so if we go in reference to what happened during the reunion, okay? In the reunion, she said that they took a break. So I don't think they were still on a break. I think they took a break, okay? Because she still had the ring on, okay? She said that they took a break because they had a conversation and he told her everything. Now, this is the thing. This is how it's supposed to go. This is how it's supposed to go, because in a relationship, before you get married, the best thing that you can do in a relationship before you get married is to sit down and talk out every issue, every problem, every insecurity, everything that is holding you back, anything that makes you feel guilty. You sit down and you have that conversation, because you want to go into your marriage with a clean slate. Okay, if he cheated on you and you took him back, y'all need to heal that up before you go into marriage. Okay, if you cursed him out and you slashed his tires and broke his windows, y'all need to heal that out before you go into a marriage. Go into your marriage as if this is the beginning of our relationship. What we have been through in the past is the past. That is what got us to this point. The good and the bad has made us, and we're still here. Whatever it is that y'all been through, whatever, we're still here. We fought, and we are here. So you need to be able to discuss this. So for me, I feel like they probably had that conversation. She had to go deal with those feelings. The guilt is probably gone. The resentment is probably out the window. They probably had time to heal, talk, ask the questions that needed to be talked about. And I honestly feel like that's just a play on the editing, because something's telling me that they're still together. And part of that got to do with the fact that she still got the ring on. That's just my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. I really, really feel like Alfonso loves Shay. I just hope that he don't continue to cheat on Shay, because Shay, we can't continue to stay in a relationship where we are getting cheated on. Okay, we can't stay in a relationship where we are continuing to be cheated on. Unless you want to have an open relationship, then that's on you, child. Okay, and we don't believe in letting that man cheat in peace over here. Okay, you're not gonna go cheat in peace. Okay, you're gonna get ran up every time you decide you want to go cheat. Okay, there's no such thing as that over here. Okay, so I really feel like Alfonso may have learned the lesson in the conversation that they had when she said that we talked about everything. He put it all out on the table. The honesty is what's most respected in a relationship. The fact that you can be honest about your wrongdoings, hold yourself accountable, deal with the actions and the time that it takes for that person to be able to heal is what's necessary in a relationship. Because like I said before, we are all human beings. We all done things. We've all said things. We all have hurt someone in some way. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about abuse. Okay. I'm not talking about physical abuse, and I'm not talking about, that type of stuff. I'm talking about, I'll even go in the throw. I'm talking about infidelity. I'll even go in the throw. I'm talking about saying some things that we may regret. Okay. I'm not talking about actual physical, verbal, that type of abuse where it's consistent and it's ongoing and you're feeling scared and nervous about your life, that type of stuff, not that type of stuff. Okay. That stuff you move on from. But I'm talking about everyday relationship issues that you sometimes have to work through to get to your common goal. Because we are humans, we mess up. There's no one perfect. Which is why I said marriage is a choice. You have to make a choice every day to be committed, to be faithful, to be loyal, to be understanding, to compromise. You have to make a choice. And I really feel like if Alfonso loves her the way that he says he loves her and the way he portrays that he loves her, then he can consciously make it a choice every single day to be committed, to be loyal, to show her the love and appreciation. When he took her out and, first of all, I love the fact that he asked her father. Okay. Father said, y'all tried this before. And I know that y'all wasn't on the right track that time. Like, okay, I didn't think y'all was ready. Okay. But you know what? If you love her the way you want to say the way you do, then I'm here for it. He even asked her, how do you expect to blend these families? Okay. She said, look, he said, look, I'm going to, tell them she's a part of my life. And if you want me in your life, then she has to be a part of it. And I said, it's the growth for me. It's the growth for me. It's the fact that you finally understand that you have to be the one to bring the family together. Okay. Whether they accept it or not, if they accept you, then they'll have to accept her. Whether they like her or not, they will have to accept her if they want you around. Your mother is not going to throw you away. Your mother's not going to throw you away because you got a wife. And if she do, then you might not need her. You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up, yellow hearts. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, 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 and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back, you guys. But yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. They have truly grown so much. And I am certainly very, 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 very happy that we were able to, see this journey. And I really feel like if he is really honest and he is really sincere, okay, if he is really honest and if he is really sincere, then I wish them the best of luck, because what they have been through in their relationship is not too far-fetched from a lot of happy relationships now in the future. Like there are people who have been through some of the same things and have very successful marriages and has finally gotten to that point where they're happy and they're loving and they're understanding and they're accepting each other's flaws and all. So I will say, go ahead and do it. Okay. This is what I mean by the proposal, baby. Okay, he done got the helicopter. Okay, he done got the car service, got it dressed up, so beautiful. They go into the helicopter and, look at the sky, and they sit down. They come into the place with the planes in the back, the rose petals, the king and queen chair, the dinner set up, the candles lit. It's a whole vibe. This is how you supposed to get proposed to when you grown. Okay, I'm not saying that everybody got the resources to do that, but I'm saying it's the thought behind it, and the fact that he has the resources to do it and he actually did it shows that he really, really cares. Okay, because ain't nothing like being with someone who got the resources and they still ain't doing nothing special for you. Okay, he didn't even have to get down on one knee to propose to her for her to start crying, because he understood the assignment. And plus, I don't think he was gonna be able to get on that one knee and get back up successfully. So baby, we're gonna sit down in these chairs. But the ambiance is on point, so we're gonna have to take it for what it is. Okay, and he pulled out that beautiful child. I was like, husband. That ring was beautiful, okay? And she cried and she said yes. And I really feel like, baby, I hope that this experience is everything that you guys have been displaying and that you are actually honestly ready to go on this road, because I think that he absolutely loves her. I think that this opened his eyes a lot. And maybe that's why he was honest about everything that he did. And if that is the case, you say no, I just upgraded. I know, right? I gotta wait a couple of years to get another upgrade. Okay, I tell you, every time the income goes up, I feel like the ring should probably evolve with it, because like we at a different level. When we get to a different level, we gotta get to the different level all together as a family. Okay, but it's not even about the ring. Okay, it's never gonna be about the ring. Never. It's always about the marriage and the love and the commitment that you have together. Okay, but it doesn't hurt to have a nice piece of jewelry on your finger. But some people not into that, and that's cool too. But what I'm saying is, I really hope that they've done the work that they are that they saying that they've done, and they really, 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 succeed in this marriage thing. Because I think he loves her. We know she loves him. But I really think he loves her, and I really think he understands how much she loves him now, and what he needs to do to actually, keep her. And the fact that she actually was like, he realized that she could leave him and want to leave him. And I think that even if she didn't do anything else, that she has grown the courage to actually leave if the time ever comes that she needs to. I will hope that's what happened in her growth and development. You know what I mean? So, yes to them. Congratulations. It was a beautiful proposal. Okay. It was definitely not lackluster. Like they were sitting there, Like they were sitting there on that little, whatever that was, and just giving a ring or whatever. I was wondering if you changed a ring. Yeah, no, I lost my wedding ring, so my husband went and got me a new one, a better one. But I still love my other ring, so I can't lose this one, y'all. I can't lose this one because then I'm gonna be ringless, child. My husband already told me no more rings for you. So yeah, that was put a ring on it. So I really feel like when it comes down to this daggone reunion, it's gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy, y'all. Ooh, it's gonna be so messy. And I like messy, but I don't want messy after they was, supposed to be happy and stuff. So I really, really hope that this works out for, Shay and Alfonso. And I really hope that Otis and Charlie figure it out. Yeah, with the quickness. 3 days later, I lost it one day, I cried about it, and then 3 days later I got my new one. So the whole season was messy, right? The whole season was messy. But you know what, you guys, like, I really feel like at some point we just have to learn from a little bit of everything. Everything we watch on TV has some type of truth to it, some type of reality to it, some type of, real life experience. So if we take the good out of it, outside of all the messiness, it can all help us in some type of way, right? TT, I'm sure they were. I told y'all he met up with her. So I'm sure they were smashing when he said he wanted to put the R&B music on. The first thing that came to my mind was somebody knocking their boots. Ooh. So give me some good love. Okay. Okay. Did anybody see you coming to my house last night? All the music start going in my head. I'm starting to remember. Okay, yeah, the R&B, the 90s R&B is definitely a mood. Okay, it's a whole mood. Okay, and you want to run me down too, baby? Bring me someone. It's down. I'm down for it all. So I just hate that she's gonna have to hear that while she's pregnant. I really do. I really do hate that. I hate that. But I hope that y'all like this video. Please like the video. And please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Double check your subscriptions and make sure that you are still subscribed. Okay, subscribe, because they be wilding. Okay. I had so much fun with y'all. Let me see what else y'all got to say before I get ready to wrap this up. I believe it. He was acting too disinterested. Completely acting like he didn't see it for her like that. You ain't see it for her like that, sir, but you definitely was DMing her. You definitely wanted to meet up with her. I'm telling you, whenever they act like they don't see, when they don't see, they act like they got the blinders on, it's because it ain't right. Okay? Because that's the guilt. If you're scared to say somebody is beautiful or have a nice body, it's the guilt. Because we are human. We know we looking at people. I can say someone is handsome without my husband having a heart attack. It's when I'm over here like, I mean, he ain't, whatever. So when I'm thinking about stuff I probably shouldn't be thinking about, it's the guilt. Okay? So yeah, I ain't surprised, but I want to really get into it. And I hope she don't sit up there and try to act like what she's saying is not true. Yeah, I know, because we have the tendency to do that sometimes when it comes to people telling us about our man. Okay, we tend not to act like we don't understand what the woman is telling us. Okay, because if she's gonna come to you as a woman, you might want to listen. Okay. Shoot, if somebody ever comes to me as a woman, I'm listening. Yes, I'm here. What you got to say? What you got to say? I'm all ears, baby girl. Okay. Oh, it is so weird to me. You hate Charlie, so leave him. I don't know if that man hate her, but I think he knows that he can control her. And so for someone who likes to be in control, he's fighting the actual controlling part because she doesn't want to be controlled, but she's allowing it. So it's like one of those things. It's sickening. It's kind of weird. It's very weird. Very, 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 very weird. He just doesn't care enough about her to like put in the work that needs to be done. It's like goes in one ear and out the other. It's so strange. Like, it's so strange. And now they're about to have a baby. But congratulations on the baby. Babies brings blessings, and just be good parents, I hope. I think that's it, y'all. I think that is it, and that is all for Put a Ring on It for this week. We got one more week of Put a Ring on It. I'm excited to see how this plays out with everything, and then we are done with these people, and we'll be on to a new season, new show, and new everything. Y'all, I did live for P Valley yesterday, so if y'all didn't catch that, go watch the P Valley live. We had so much fun with that. My reviews for Love and Marriage DC are up, and I will be posting a new one later. I don't know if I want to do that one live or actually record it. I'll see. And then we are going to do our Where Are They At Now, Married at First Sight live, child. But I got to watch that over because I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything that happened there. I don't know. Maybe I might record some scenes for y'all so we could at least have a little spiced up live a little bit while we talk about it, because y'all know it be the same stuff with these people. He didn't even do a good proposal, didn't even get on the knee. He did get down on the knee. He did. I watched it because I thought he wasn't going to do it. He did get down on the knee. It just wasn't romantic. It wasn't romantic at all. I mean, even the simplest of proposals could be romantic, you know? I didn't see genuine happiness from her. It felt like more of concern. You know, it just wasn't beautiful. It wasn't the story to tell. Because it doesn't have to be extravagant, but it needs to be at least love felt. Like the words need to stick out, you know? Something about it needs to really feel good. And I didn't get that it felt good feeling. So that's that. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to jump up off of here and get myself together for the rest of the day so we could come back and talk about Married at First Sight, where they at now. And then I'll put a poll up for Love and Marriage DC. If y'all want to do it live, if y'all want to watch the video, y'all let me know. Because I need to get my views up on that. My last video did like three, close to 400 views. And I'm like, come on now. Y'all really trying to play me. But it is what it is. I will talk to you guys later. If you watch the playback, drop yellow hearts. Let me know that you are here. Let me know that you stopped by. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday afternoon. I'm off of here. Talk to you guys later. Peace.